Chers auditeurs,
Dear listeners,
bonjour.
welcome to comdarchipodcast Season 5.
Saison 5, dans le monde fascinant des architectes.
And in the architectural projects.
Je suis Anne-Charlotte Deponte, passionnée d'architecture et docteur des universités en histoire de l'archi.
I am one of the spokespersons of Anne-Charlotte, who is a PhD in architecture history.
Merci.
Thank you
D'être avec moi aujourd'hui.
to be with us today.
Et
And
maintenant,
now,
lundi en français, place au talent.
and Wednesday, let's talk projects. In English, of course.
Bienvenue dans Comme d'Archi.
Hello everyone. Hello Thomas Hostache.
Hello.
Thank you for being with us today. You are architect. In 2 or 3 sentences, could you introduce us to your architectural practice?
So hello, thank you for having me. My name is Thomas. I'm a partner with Bertrand Chaput of HOCH Studio, architecture studio based in Paris and Aix-en-Provence. We work on different scale of projects, from architecture to sustainable projects, and we also have another company that is called HOCH, and that focuses more on interior design and decoration.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you tell us about your Lançon project and what about your DNA?
Yes. So our main idea as a studio is to work on projects that on already existing buildings and sites. We like the fact that we have existing construction walls to start a project. So we are called a lot for this ability to change the use of a building and integrate new programs and keeping as well the identity of the existing buildings. For instance, we work a lot in Paris in project that changes office space into hotel rooms. And we also work with more industrial and agricultural buildings, so especially in Lançon de Provence, which is a city between Marseille and Salon. And it's a beautiful Provençal city. And in the middle of the city, they have this huge industrial building, which used to be the winemaking cooperative. So the farmers around who have grapes, who grow grapes, used to come here and share the use of all the machinery necessary to produce the wine. And so now in the area, the domain have their own winemaking process, so the building is not used anymore. And it's right in the middle of the city, in front of City Hall. And so the city wanted to find a new usage for this place. And they did what we call a call of interest, to find a team that would be interested into buying the place and changing its use and refurbish it. So we had to build a team of project manager, operators, architects, and technical studios to propose a new project for this building. And so we proposed to transform it into a huge kind of marketplace where you could find some nice delicatessen, some fish, some vegetables, a wine, of course, a wine cellar in the middle, a pizza place, like this kind of a food court, but more traditional, more artisanal. And so the idea was to use the existing tanks, the concrete tanks where the wine was made, to use these tanks as cells and combine or divide these cells to create the small shops. So each cell would become a new shop. And we tried to keep as much as possible of the existing. So we show the patina of the walls. We show the steel framework of the roof. We kept the gateways that you can see on the double height ceilings, etc. So it's a very, let's say, basic program, because it's a necessity to eat, to buy some things at the market, and it's in a very impressive context. So it changed a bit your attitude in the process of shopping your grocery, or just go here for eating, etc. So it's a new life for this building, and I think it will revitalize a lot the city center.
Yes, new life for the city too.
Exactly.
Yes, we are looking forward to seeing this project delivered. Can you tell us a little about your early agency career?
So prior to opening our studio, Bertrand and I, we both did different architecture schools, and we did several internships around the world in New York, Barcelona, Guangzhou, etc. And at some point, we did what's called the HMO in France, to gain the right to sign your own permits. So you are really an architect. So you have to do this 6 months to a year into a studio. So I went to François Leclerc, which is a very important Parisian studio, where I did an internship when I was in first year of architecture school. And I had a really good memory of this place. And I had the chance to work on a very interesting competition there. And then I worked into a very small studio called Didier Faustino, with an artist and an architect, French-Portuguese. And he gave me the possibility to do a project from A to Z, and following also the construction, which was the part that I was missing, what you don't learn at school. So he trusted me with 2 projects, and I learned a lot thanks to this project. And that gave me confidence to open HOCH Studio later with Bertrand, who did approximately the same thing on the side.
Now you seem to be something of an architectural homeopath. Do you agree?
Yes, baby steps, small touches, changing the world one step at a time with our own architectural ability. We try.
Okay, bravo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Thomas. Bye-bye, everyone, and see you next Wednesday for our new comdarchi in English. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you for listening. Thanks to Julien Rebours, sound engineer, who is collaborating with us today. Don't forget to tune in to our previews on Instagram at comdarchipodcast. If you enjoy this podcast, don't hesitate to promote it by giving it 5 stars and a little comment on Apple Podcast or on your favorite podcast platform. And above all, subscribe to listen to all of our episodes for free. See you soon, and until then, take care of yourself.